I was joking with a friend the other day how I didn't want to make content because I hadn't had Botox in a long time. And she said, why don't you just make a video about that and lean into it? And I said, okay, so that's what we're doing today. So this is the skincare makeup routine I do when I'm feeling just drier and more wrinkly. And it's gonna lean heavily on a lot of Korean products, but this is what I'm starting with. This is my Biologique Recherie. This stuff feels like your face is getting peeled off, but it's awesome for taking off that top layer and really deeply exfoliating your face. It's great for makeup prep. I followed this with a hyaluronic acid serum this is a Korean brand, CosRx, and I'm pretty generous with this. I'm really gonna slather this on. Use it day or night. This is going to attract moisture to the skin, and probably like the rest of you, the majority of where I feel like makeup settles is going to be fine lines around here and then up on the forehead area. And this will really help plump that up and give your skin a really beautiful glow. It's daytime right now, but this is what I use at night. I follow the same routine and put this Korean night serum on. And I'm also super generous with this. I'll put this all over the face, and it does leave the skin with a bit of a sticky sensation, so I really don't like it for the day, but at night it doesn't matter because I'm just going straight to bed anyways. But this is supposed to help, again, plump up the skin, help with discoloration, fine lines, and this really does make my skin have a really beautiful glow in the morning. I can actively feel this one working. I'm following up with a little bit of this Gentle Relief Cream, also Korean. And again, you might feel like you don't need any moisturizer here, but when my wrinkles are really popping, there's no such thing as too much moisture. It's like I'm gonna do anything to minimize that and try to soften the appearance of any fine lines. And I'm really gonna let these all sink in between steps. This eye cream I was the most curious to try, but I was also kind of grossed out. It's the snail peptide cream. Everybody knows that peptides are having a moment right now, so I wanted to try something that was going to be, let's get on the peptide train. Let's try something like this. And I will say, this is pretty lightweight. It's not nearly as hydrating as some of my other richer, more advanced eye creams, but I like it for daytime. And then the last step of my skincare routine is going to be sunscreen, of course. This is an SPF 50. This is NNS free, also Korean. And everybody knows that I've been a sunscreen fanatic my whole life. I really feel like this is truly the secret. This is the only thing that actually will work. I'm a big believer in really high SPF sunscreens. I normally don't even use primers anymore, but I'm prepping my skin with a glow boosting primer. This is just to reflect light, give my skin a little bit of luminosity and bounce. You can even just use this as an all over color, but this underneath makeup just looks really, really soft and luminous. I really like how I just kind of have this on it. It still looks really great, but I'm gonna go ahead with my complexion. It's my favorite Natasha Denona High Glam Foundation. I just do one pump for the whole face. I dot it on and then use a big foundation brush and buff it out. Just think you have to be really careful with how much foundation you use. Less is more for this because I don't want anything that's going to enhance lines, especially around the nasolabial folds, anything around the eyes, and really, really work this into the skin with the brush. Next, I'm following up with, again, Natasha Denona. We love her. A little bit of this corrector in the shade C2. This has been sold out everywhere. I don't know why they can't seem to replenish this, but I love this stuff. It's like a very light serum texture. It's great. It doesn't settle into any fine lines for me. Everybody's different, but I absolutely love this one. It just cancels out any of that kind of purple blue discoloration. And then I'm gonna layer a little bit of a brightening concealer just to kind of make this pop a little bit more. I went ahead and added some eyebrows on while I was letting this sort of dry a little bit. This concealer, this is the travel size. You never need a full size of this. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This is truly like an old lady concealer. It's so pigmented This will last you to the next ice age, and you just need a small amount to go right in this pocket in here to give you brightness. So you'll see how much this really spreads out. And I'm taking this into here, and then off camera I'll do some more blending because we might be here for a minute, but I'm also going to brighten this area right here ever so slightly to give my non-Botoxed eyes a lift. Ever so slightly, I'm going to use just a teeny amount of powder just to take down a bit of shine just through the middle of my face right here, just to kind of knock this down. But powder is really going to be my enemy when my wrinkles are at their height. So I just want the tiniest bit just to knock down a tiny bit of shine. The other thing that really changes when I don't have Botox, when I have Botox, my eyebrows are really lifted and I have to basically draw them on to give that effect. So typically if I have Botox, I will give more of an arch out here because I'm getting a lot of lift. But if my face is falling, I have to recreate that arch closer in. So I have to bring my arch up here, even raise my eyebrows so you can really see how they're sloping downwards more. So I have to cut that arch a little bit closer together just so it makes it look like it's more balanced with my face. Some Hourglass bronzer. My Jones Road Pinky bronzer just to give a little bit of sculpt on the cheeks. I'm going to add a little bit more glow back to the cheeks. This is my Jones Road Hippie Stick, and I want to highlight the top without adding any type of powder or frost, and this will rehydrate the skin and make it look really glowy and hydrate those fine lines even more. Just kind of pushing them in, helping them recede a little bit and making my skin like extra dewy. And then lastly, I'm going to finish off with this Tower 28 setting spray. This is not even really going to set my makeup, but it's going to help rehydrate, give my skin an all over glow and boost and soften any kind of powder that I put on the face. And I'm adding a lot of brown lengthening mascara. This will help lift my whole face and give a softer finish. And this is the final look. So I can see, you'll still see fine lines, but it's just softened. It's not going to settle in, and it's going to just hopefully hydrate. Now I will touch up with something hydrating throughout the day, mostly around in here, just to make sure everything is still staying soft. And that's about it. What do you guys use to make your skin look nice and plump?